Murdered Swedish bride Anni Dewani say they will still visit South Africa despite one of the murder masterminds walking free. Zola Tongo is being released on parole. He has been released today, in fact. He served 12 of his 18-year prison sentence. Dewani's family tried to stop his release in March, but their appeal was ultimately unsuccessful. eNCA's Monique Mortlock reports.
This is the moment Anni Dewani's family has been dreading. The man who hired her killers is no longer behind bars. Brothers Ashok and Vinod Hindocha were in Cape Town in March to appeal to the parole board not to release Zola Tongo. But Tongo was granted parole.
My hope is that he doesn't commit another crime, kill another Anni. Secondly, I hope he would like to come to his terms and speak the real truth. Because we were under the impression when we were in South Africa for the first time that he is involved he has a major part in this murder. For him to speak up exactly what happened, he got a discount from 25 to 18 years. And now, after the case and his sentence of 18 years, he has got another discount of 50%. I think that does it really stop or decrease crime in South Africa, knowing that, well, I can do the crime, I just do the half time.
The Hindochas are disappointed in the South African justice system, but they haven't ruled out visiting the country again.
I cannot judge the country from one person. Overall, our experience in South Africa has been lovely people. We have met so nice people. And that's why we feel a little more that there should be some kind of system that decreases the crime rate.
One of the country's leading criminologists, who's interviewed Tongo while he was behind bars, says his chances of reoffending will largely be determined by his support system.
If he has good support and he has a job and he took full advantage of the interventions that correctional services offered him, including psychological therapy. Because remember, most offenders have some or other criminal proclivity, right? Be they rapists, thieves, middlemen like that, which in his case would have been driven primarily by greed, right? I mean, and it wasn't necessary. He had a good job. He was a driver. So if all of those things, each individual's personality factors or criminogenic needs have been identified, his triggers have been identified, and they've been treated by, amongst others, mostly a psychologist. And he's done his skills, he's done his programs, he's far more self-aware of his behavior. There should be no reason for him to reoffend.
Grobler adds SA's parole system has its flaws.
Generally, you will not find other behavioral scientists on our parole board, such as social workers, psychologists, forensic psychologists, criminologists, lawyers. They're not, as far as my experience goes, that we don't have them on our parole boards. So that is a concern in terms of understanding and picking up offending behaviour that might have been missed throughout the ORP process.
According to sources, Tongo may go live in a township in Cape Town with his family. For the next year, Tongo will be considered a high-risk parolee. He'll be physically monitored by community correctional services officials at his home. Additional parole conditions include undergoing therapy, not using alcohol or drugs, and finding work, which he's apparently already managed thanks to the efforts of his brother. Monique Mortlock, Malmesbury.